Comics. You just saw me on video. We have the creative team behind Bengali before we hit the actual launch button on the Bengali Kickstarter, which is either going to go live today or it'll go live in a couple of days because there's like a 3-day waiting thing. So we have Rich Parada. Go ahead and say hi, Rich.
Hello, Rich.
He is the artist on Bengali. We also have the writer and co-creator, Renee Garza. Say hi, Renee.
What's up, guys?
We have our editor-in-chief, Ray Merrick III.
Hey, everyone.
And we have Jay Sloan, the art director for Apogee Comics.
How's it going?
Hey, Jay.
Hey.
All right, so like we said, this is a launch party, so we're going to party it up. I'm partying up with coffee.
I just ordered a pizza.
Pizza, yeah. Nice, nice.
Yep. All for me. All for me. None for you guys.
All for you. All the good things.
All the good things. All the New York pizza. All the good things.
Oh, sounds really good right about now. Sounds really good. People Hangouts on air. I think we're also got it going on here. And
someone dropped out.
You're gonna drop out already?
Renee. No, Renee popped in. There he is. Hello, everybody who's watching this video cast and everything. I'm really happy to be part of this team. I just wanted to say that out loud. I'm very happy to be part of this team. You guys are staunch professionals, and we're gonna do great things. I know we will. Yay! So there's my rah-rah shishboomba thing.
Nice. Glad to have you. Just in case anybody who is watching the video on our end, you need to turn your volume down. Because I'm hearing like 6 echoes.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing this now?
I don't know who's echoing, but we've got a bad echo going.
Is it me?
Fixed now?
I think it's from anybody who's video.
I'm not watching.
I was watching, but every time I hit the mute button on there, something went wrong. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video, so I'm just gonna run it.
Mine automatically quit, so. What is it up?
I think we're good now.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds good on my end. Let's talk about the comic.
All right,
let's get to it.
Everything sounds good. We're still getting some people joining in. If you have any questions about the comic, we could have Renee go ahead and talk about Bengali a little bit. To start, Nick created Bengali. He could also talk about it.
I'm a co-creator. Really, it was just a collaboration between me and Renee and filling this out. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the actual look of Bengali was designed by an artist named Clint Scott. But the guts, the meat, the animus of Bengali was created mostly by Renee and myself. Why am I getting this?
Renee, hit mute.
Yeah.
Has it gone?
I think it's just something we're gonna have to deal with. It's gone right now. I think Renee's just having some issues, but Nick, are you still there? Okay, just talk about the character a little bit. Renee seems to be having some issues with echo.
Okay. I got this on.
Or we could talk about how we chose Rich to work on the project.
Well, I mean, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm here as long as you guys need me, so whichever.
He's a team player. This one, I like him.
I'm watching.
You're gonna go find comics. Yeah, I have a feeling.
Yeah. Does anybody out there watching our Facebook Live feed have any questions for Rich or Nick?
I'm actually looking at it right now. Anybody out there?
Yeah. So I guess just talk. I'll be right back.
Well, we can talk about. We'll start off with Bengali, and then we'll on who he is and what he's about, and then we'll get into how we ended up choosing the art team. I mean, it's pretty obvious how we got Renee. He co-created the character. So, well, we'll talk a little bit about Bengali. Bengali kind of came across my lap a couple of years ago when I was working for Guerrilla Comics. And during that time, we had an artist named Clint Scott, who was also one of the co-owners there. Had a character named Bengali. Had the most tragic backstory I've ever read in a comic ever. I was like 3 pages into it. I felt like I needed like anti-depression medicine or something like that. So
I remember you telling that. That was awesome.
yeah, it was so dark. It was too dark. I think Clive Barker would be like, dude, it's too dark.
Clive Barker would like run for the hills and cry or something.
I was just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. So,
how many we got watching now? 6. Okay, that's good.
So, hold on here. Mute everybody here. I don't need to mute everybody. But anyway, so we started working on that, and we got Renee involved, and he started putting his spin on it. And then Guerrilla Comics had some internal problems that eventually everyone got mad and left. And we ended up merging to create Apogee with Move the World, which is with Dave Norton and Jay Sloan. So in that, we were bringing in, I had done a lot of promo material for Bengali, and we weren't anywhere close to having a book ready. I mean, it was all pre-production stuff still. But he was on a lot of the posters and ads and stuff that we had going out. And everyone, yeah, they were great and wanted to buy the books that we actually had produced. But the big question was, when does that guy come out? And they were pointing at Bengali. So when Guerrilla Comics kind of fell apart and we created Apogee and we still kept going, and I retained the rights to the character Bengali, to that intellectual property, me and Renee got together and really wanted to flesh him out and make it something uniquely ours and not so depressing, and make it entertaining and all that. So doing so, that's how we kind of got to, now we have a script, now we need an artist. Ray
I can't hear any of you guys.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Sorry about that.
Okay. I don't even know. What was the last thing you guys heard? Because I'm sure I got muted on everybody else's end.
You're an artist.
When it came to getting the script,
Oh,
then like you went on to the artwork.
went on the artwork. We hired Rich. It's based on the Spider-Man samples that he sent in because he had a lot of venom in there.
Yeah.
The tendrils is what really caught my eye. I was like, okay, this is the guy who did this book.
Thanks, dude.
So, yeah, it was that female venom that you did.
Yeah, that was actually Mary Jane Venom.
Mary Jane venom.
Yeah, that was Mary Jane Venom.
It was awesome. It was really awesome. So, and those tendrils were just really eye-popping.
Thanks, man.
That's what. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. It was awesome. So right then I was like, okay, we're gonna sign him.
Yeah.
Done deal. I want him. I want him. Get him on there.
You got me.
I want him for 66 pages, Morty. 66. Oh my God, Morty. I don't care if it takes 66 pages. It's my one-armed man.
Yeah. For anybody who does not know me, may I introduce myself?
Please do, sir. Please do.
All right, cool. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Rich Parada. I started my career at Marvel in 1994. I was a wee lad. I started out in the art corrections department, which is affectionately called Bermuda's Raiders. Worked there for about a year and a half on staff. And from 1995 to 2004, I was a freelance artist for roughly about between 70 and 80 titles in Marvel Comics, working on one title or another. I did that for 10 years, stopped for a while, for about 5 years, and then I decided I want to try it again. So I decided to show a portfolio of DC Comics. I got in. I worked for Booster Gold. I was on the Ray. I was on a couple of other things here and there in 2013. Well, 2014, I moved from North Carolina back up to New York City. I decided to finish college, and I've been working on independent titles ever since. While going to school, having a blast, and just recently I met these fine gentlemen over here. They liked the samples that I provided and everything, and it's been great to work with these guys. You know, I have a lot of really good feelings about this book. You know, I think Renee's writing is very, very good. You know, I'm allowed a little bit of not so much creative, not so much I'm taking liberties or something like that, but if I have a question or if I have a recommendation, you know, the guys that I work with are more than amenable to look at them. If they like them, that's great. If they don't, of course, I'm going to change it because it's a team effort. And this book is a book that I'm having the most fun that I've had in quite some time. And once again, thank you guys for putting me on this thing. And I can't wait. You know?
I just stopped the video. We're going to try it again.
Try what again?
Everything.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You guys were getting a lot of echo. It was very uncomprehendable. Think something's going on with the Facebook Live.
Well, I'll just get out of Facebook altogether then.
Yeah,
Okay.
just that.
Okay.
Just get out of it.
No.
We are still going live on YouTube.
Yes.
though.
Still live
So-
on YouTube, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with the
Still get
difficulties.
behind the scenes. Hold on, I should probably stop the broadcast then. Right?
No, don't stop the
No, don't
broadcast.
stop it. Keep going.
Just keep going. Yeah.
I can
Just
edit. I can
apologize.
edit all this for you guys later. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Just apologize for all the technical difficulties right now. If anybody is watching us on YouTube.
We're a young company. We're very professional in the craft of comic books, but we're still learning some of this audio-visual stuff, even though we got our subject matter expert on here. He's doing the best with us that are not as enlightened.
I would just go ahead and keep rolling, Rich. I was enjoying listening to your work history. I don't
Yeah.
think I've heard it before.
At least on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go on the YouTube and share that link.
I don't want to go on you
Hey, is there an echo on mine?
Not anymore.
anymore. No.
It may have been the Facebook. Nope,
There's
I hear an
still-
echo.
There's an echo. That
Crap.
echo, that small echo, is what pretty much started everything. Because then everything stopped, and now it's back. So
We're live.
you guys just keep doing what you're doing. Keep talking. We're gonna see what happens when I stream you guys on Facebook again.
Okay.
All right. Not a big deal. This shit used to happen all the time to Heart Syndicate Live in the beginning. We recovered. We're 6,000 strong right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Go put it in the bathroom. Oh, sorry.
That's awesome.
I hit unmute right as I'm telling my daughter to. I'm a single father, so give me a break.
Hey, it happens, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one's knocking on my office door right now.
Yeah. I know
Where's
that. So
insight? Sorry.
is the muting or the echoing problem we're having, is that coming from a certain mic, or is it? I don't hear it
So
now.
where are we going?
No.
And Renee's on mute, of course.
I think I unmuted him.
I think it all started with the mute that was going on in the chat before it went live.
Yeah. So
So we're going to try this again.
you want to try it again, or you want to power through? Nick?
Well, I mean, those watching on YouTube, please understand.
Yeah, do the whole thing.
All right.
I don't
We'll see
know.
what happens.
Did you delete the post?
No.
I don't want to wear headphones, Dad.
It might just be Facebook.
It could be.
Does anyone got Facebook running while we're doing this, or?
All right.
No. If you do, you need to turn. You can have the Facebook running, but it has to be muted on Facebook.
Right. Okay, we're live again.
Daddy,
Yep.
No,
Daddy, can I watch this?
no.
Please.
We're live, son.
Fuck.
We are again.
Yeah.
All right. Hi.
Hi. Sorry.
Work history.
Again.
What was that?
It's
I just reintroduce myself again and give you the abridged Cliff Notes version.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
get into the long-winded stuff when you get back to where you got interrupted last time.
Long-winded.
It was about to be, but it was good. I didn't say it was uninteresting. I said it was going to be long-winded.
Here we go. Ready?
Well,
My name's Rich. I draw comics. Worked for Marvel. Worked for DC. I do some other stuff. And I work for Apogee Comics, and they're awesome. Believe me. Can't believe I did that.
They're going to be huge. Huge.
Huge.
We're going to be huge.
Huge, like my hands. Huge. You know what I mean? No problem there.
Believe me. Believe me. It's going to be great.
Believe me. Ugh, God. Yeah, I draw comics, and I love working with Renee. Renee's an awesome writer. Ray's an awesome editor. Nick's an awesome artist. Jay's an awesome editor as well. Everybody's great. I can't wait to see what we're all going to do. Watch out for all of us. We're going to do fantastic things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There it is, Daddy.
And I think I was the one who brought Rich to the table in the first place.
Yes, yes, and I give you credit for that.
I think so.
Well, I somehow stumbled upon Rich doing one of his very active live feeds on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I mean that was the thing that sold me, was watching him go live drawing. And I think he was doing a Rocket Raccoon for maybe like was it just a print type of thing, or was it
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, dude.
Yeah, you were working on that, and then your energy you were bringing and talking, and I was like, man, I like this guy's style, and I like the work, of course. And
Thank you.
I told Nick about you, and before Apogee, I was talking to Nick because we of course, if nobody knows, Apogee came from two companies that merged together.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to Nick about having you a part of the GCX team. So
Right, I remember that.
yeah,
It's been so long.
it has. Well, it's only. It seems like it's been so long, but really, it's only been like 4 months. But
It's almost like dog years. 4 months felt like
And-
it's been 3 years.
working on comics is like dog years for sure. But I like what Rich is doing. I like we gave him the choice of what book to work on, and
Can I have a snack?
What were the
And-
other options?
I don't even remember.
Solaren was one of them. Pendragon might have been one of them too. I don't know.
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
I thought he'd work well on Bengali. You thought he'd work well on Bengali based on those, which we talked about in the last part of this live stream, the Venom drawings that he did of Mary Jane as Venom. Is that right? So, yeah, so it's working out well. He's working well with Renee, and
Can we try these? I don't know.
No, I'm very happy doing this book with you guys. We're gonna do super kick butt things. I'm super excited. Yeah, am I supposed to draw something?
Like right now?
Yeah, didn't anybody ask me that? Like, what character do I want to draw or something like that? And I said,
Oh, in the future, yeah.
yeah, the next character you want to work on if you want to keep going with us
I'm pretty
after
sure
Bengali.
I'm doing Bengali. But
I want to stay on Bengali for a while.
We have M&M.
I mean, I think you guys talked about me going past issue 6.
yeah,
You know, what was it you, Nick? You wanted me to go to issue 12 or something like that?
yeah. To do a full, I guess, comic year. Yeah, full 12 issue.
Yeah, well, you put me on whatever. I don't really care. You know I'm lazy.
I like what you're doing on Bengali. I've enjoyed all the pages that come across my desk.
Yeah. I'm digging Bengali. I really am.
I like the work you're doing, and I like the timely manner. Everything's coming, and one of the best parts about working with Rich, I'd have to say, is when he sends in a pencil drawing for approval, and his turnaround on any corrections or anything that we might add to it. And not to mention, he mentioned in the last video, since this is a two-parter now, you know, he's adding a little bit to the book on his own. Like the very first panel on the first page, he what was it, a close-up that you added instead of the blackness of the void. Yeah. So sorry, I keep cutting everybody off.
No, you're not. Well, anything that I see on a narrative that I think can possibly improve it, I mean, I'm always going to consult you guys first. Always. I'm not going to all of a sudden take liberties and then do something by myself. I mean, that's just silly. You can't do that. It's not professional. You can't do that. I know too many artists who've done that already, and they're like idiots. And then you have to fix it, and then there's going to be some diva behavior. This is why very few friends of mine are artists. What can I say? Well, it's the truth, you know. It's just,
hey, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Yeah, the only one, as a matter of fact, one of out of maybe 2 artist friends I have is you, Nick. Oh my God,
Man,
you're like far away.
I'm honored, man.
I'm honored. The heck with that, man. I'm honored. The hell.
Well, you got to be friends with Jay. Jay's a heck of an artist.
Everybody. Everybody's my friend. I got nothing but friends, Tony Montana.
Nice. I'm sharing this on all the groups, dude. Indie comic creators, all of it. Artists hate.
Yeah, really weird.
Yeah, that's going down.
Yeah, may as well. Get some people on here to ask us some questions. Nick, when is the Bengali Kickstarter going to go actually live? Did you click launch yet?
I'm ready to click it right now. Everyone, I believe, in the team has had a chance and a say. I did make the corrections and the suggestions that Rich brought up about the page.
Okay.
So I got all of those set up, ready to go. The only tweaking I'll do is I'll do it in updates.
Okay.
Start adding pictures of some of the rewards as they filter in, because right now they're all in prototype mode. So, I mean, if we're ready.
I say go for it. Yeah, count it down.
Did you want to set up? Did you want to set it up to where it ends at midnight, or exactly 30 days after the start time?
30 days after right about the start time. That's how they do it.
Plan how you'll spread the word and launch whenever you're ready. Your project is ready to go. It's got a green check mark. Click the button below to confirm a few details about your project and then go live. Okay, well, maybe this is where we do it.
I'll throw the link up there. Are we going to be able to throw the link up there too?
Yeah, I'm going to do that here in a second. Where do I go to change when it ends?
On the screen that says you are, it's like a, hold on, let me.
Oh, end on this date and time. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, so we're launching it today. So we'll go into November, and we'll give it a day after. How about November 8th at 11:59?
Okay.
Give everybody plenty of time to enjoy all the goodness here. That'll be Central Standard Time. So save. Let's see here. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Thanks, Cameron.
So we're on.
Our viewer in California, in sunny, tropical Modesto, California. If you know where that is and you've ever been there, you know I am lying. So, and I think we're good to go. Okay, continue to launch.
What's Richard gonna draw?
All right.
Mitch, you are working on the cover as well, is that correct?
For me?
Yeah, for Bengali.
Nick, am I?
Yes, you are. You are absolutely doing the
All right.
cover.
I need the
There's a reason behind that. A really big reason, just as a comic book fan myself, I can't stand it when I buy a book and it's just got this awesome cover and you go inside and it's not the guy in the interiors that did the cover.
Yeah, because the guy who's doing the interiors is crap, right, Nick?
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I like the consistency.
I'm kidding.
We're live, and I don't want to swear, Rich. I got to go against our better nature, Morty.
You're a better man than I am, Nick. You truly.
I've been like, you know what?
You're more mature than I am because
I'm a gadoosh. But anyway,
yes, sir.
no, I like the consistency, and Rich does really good cover work as well. Not that he doesn't do an awesome interior work. I mean, he's very detailed. His backgrounds are unmatched. The architecture, I mean, just the guy knows how to set a camera and he knows how to set the scene, and I dig the hell out of it.
I try. So do you, Nick. You're a very good artist yourself.
I appreciate it, man. But right now, I'm tugging on you. Tugging on you.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
No, Rich is a great artist. He's very well skilled. He's got he's a very refined draftsman, you know, in the comic book world, and you know, I'm very happy to have him on the book. And the reason why I want him on the cover is because I've seen some of the covers he's done too, some of his cover work, and it's just as detailed and just as crisp and clean as the rest of his artwork. So you're going to have that clean consistency. Of course, it's going to have the pizzazz of a cover, but it's going to have that same consistency of professional quality artwork that you're going to find in the interior of the book, which we have slides showing during this live feed, and you can that's just a sample, and he's got more pages to go. I mean, we're 10 pages into this thing.
Yeah.
5 are colored. I just submitted payment to Paul Anderson, who's the colorist on the book, today. So he's going to start working on the other pages as they come in. So, all right, who's ready to launch?
Let's do it.
Dude.
Just hit the button. And congratulations, your project is live on Kickstarter. Drum roll.
Woohoo. We can share the link in the comments below for anybody who, because we've got Nigel Flood said looking forward to seeing the book. Of course, Cameron Wilson has been with us the whole time. And Rick, yeah, so let's get that link in the comments, and we'll post a link on the actual Facebook.
Right now, sir. Right now.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm ready to see it. Nick has this wonderful video doing a little intro. His best.
My Todd McFarlane.
Yeah. Nick is the biggest Todd McFarlane fanboy on earth.
I am, actually. I am.
Nothing wrong with that. Todd's I mean, look what he's done. I mean,
I love Todd's work. I'm a big fan of his work, obviously, but his business ethics, his business knowledge is truly inspiring. You know, I watched the Indie Revolution probably every week just to kind of get my frame of mind right. Oh, for you guys watching, we just posted the Kickstarter link, so by all means, jump on there, find out what you want, and back.
While we're here with Jay, part of the other team, should we talk about how we came to get going? Because I mean, we've come a long way since the GCX days, which was only a couple of months ago. Yeah. You know, we were talking about how artist years are like, or comic book years are a lot like dog years. Felt like forever ago. I forgot what you asked. What did you want me to talk about? Let's talk about the beginnings of Apogee, since we've got Jay on. Well, Apogee was actually your brainchild, so I think you should start off this conversation, Ray. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, well, Nick and I and Renee all were part of a company called Guerrilla Comics, GCX, as I like to call it. And I hate to say it, but we were kind of going nowhere. It was kind of like at a standstill, right? Yeah. And I came in, and it just seemed like there was this big stall, and I saw the Kickstarter for Transgenesis, and I really dug the artwork that I saw, and I backed it. Apparently, what was I, the third, fourth backer, Jay?
Third, yeah.
Yeah, which surprises me. I didn't know I was that early on, but yeah, I backed the project, and I was telling Nick about it, and Nick got on back the project shortly after I did, and it turns out Jay is from the St. Louis area like myself. And, you know, we got to chatting a little bit, and we said, hey, we're doing Mighty Con in St. Louis. We should grab a drink after the con, since we're both going to have tables. And I brought up to Nick at one point, I was like, we need to start a mega indie comic company. And we talked to Jay, and Jay, you know, went back, talked to his partner, Dave Norton, who can't be with us right now.
He is alive.
He is alive, yeah, sorry. He's alive.
My God. The way I heard it, I was like, People are gonna
He's alive. He's working hard on some Trash Genesis issue 2.
He cannot be part of this live stream tonight, dude.
Yeah,
Other obligations.
Anyway, so we got together, talked it over, and we decided to work together after about 2 weeks, 3 weeks of talking. Join and Move the World, which was Jay and Dave's company, and GCX, and bring it together, and then get Rich Parada involved. And we decided to retain Renee because he's somewhat of a pimp. And
He's pimp.
yeah, I mean that's where Apogee came from. I mean, with GCX, things were kind of like so stagnant, and I was like, man, we need something to push us in the right, push us to keep us going. And I think the Apogee movement, as we can call it, is really what got us going. And I mean, look how far we've gotten in 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah,
We've got a Kickstarter going. Transgenesis is on its way. Actually, since we're on here, Jay, can you tell us a little bit about Transgenesis, and we'll go back to Bengali?
Sure. What do you want to know, like the story plot?
I mean, tell them a little bit. It's a successful Kickstarter. We'll start there.
Yeah. First one was unsuccessful. Second time around, we got it what we needed, and tons of support. The support was great on it. People have been waiting a long time. It's finally going to print this weekend. Digital rewards will be starting to go out tonight. But yeah, we got it's kind of set up at the beginning to the end of the world as we know it. It's not necessarily dystopia, but there are.
It's not a really great place, though.
No, not at all. So the Brethren, who is a newly formed team of individuals with powers or super abilities of some sort, they get together, and it's on the night of the inauguration of their new headquarters, their sanctum, in Charlemagne, New York. And out of nowhere, all these creatures just show up. These humanoid but inhuman creatures show up, start destroying the cities, killing people, just mass chaos. And the Brethren start to fight them off, but they can't. They're outnumbered too greatly, so they have to retreat into their bunkers. Some of the members get left outside, trapped outside with the creatures. They get a lot of civilians into the bunker, have to close the doors, and then from there, it's a supernatural, paranormal, little bit of mystery, but basically just a sci-fi adventure.
Yeah, it should be fun. I've of course read the first issue, and I have the second issue in hand, and I know beforehand what's happening, and I really am excited about it. I got to read and edit the first issue a little bit while looking at the pages Jay drew to put it all together. It was really cool. So I think that's going to be a good book for everybody to enjoy, and that's kind of the end of our universe where Bengali is the beginning. And my daughter's talking. So.
What's that? I got something.
The Kickstarter went live, and we've already got some people jumping on.
Already, some backers.
Yeah, we're already up to $68, and we've been on for less than a half hour.
That's fantastic. We gotta keep it going. Make sure we gotta share all this. I know Rich is good about sharing things. So is Jay. We'll have updates constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah,
So-
I want to set up something where it's like at a certain time, towards the end of the month, like on a monthly basis, when I'm doing pages or something like that, that I go live, and I guess we just pick out of the pages that I'm going to do for that particular time. I work on that and I go live with it. And I take the feed and I put it to the Apogee.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think that would be great. And also, one thing that Nick and I have been talking about quite a bit is that we both do a simulcast where we both do like an art jam, back and forth, and then go live with that as well.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be super great.
I'd watch that.
because I'm really looking forward to, like, you know, working with all you. Like I said, I'm looking forward to, you know, doing all this with you guys. Well,
I think a really cool stretch goal would be then, because I know this thing's going to fund. I have every confidence in the world that this thing's going to fund. So we're going to start thinking about stretch goals. And I think a really cool one is, and it's going to take some mailing back and forth, but me and Rich do a jam piece and even get Jay in on there. Like 11 by 17, we all just kind of throw our own little spin on Bengali and then put it up as a reward. We all sign it after we, you know, finish it. We sign it. And you guys thought about that?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just wondering what you guys thought about that as a stretch goal.
Yeah, Nick, you brought it. I like it.
I would, yeah, I'd be down to partake in that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, right?
Yeah.
That would be really cool. I think that's something kind of unique, you know.
Yeah.
You see a lot of stretch goals, but you don't see anything where a bunch of artists just jump in and do a jam. Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. I'd like to see that happen. What about, you know, and the one thing I would like to see is if it's one of the stretch goal pieces, it to be the pencils and the inks, and that's it. No colors or anything like that, because I like seeing that. I like seeing, yeah, I do. I like seeing that. I mean, I don't like seeing it in the book, but I like seeing that, you know. Like Nick gave me the cover of the Cardinal, and the comic I write, and it's the 11 by 17 comic book page, and it's just one of my favorite pieces I have, and it's just his inks and the pencils on there, and it just looks so cool to have, you know.
Yeah, that one turned out really good. I was really happy about that one.
Yeah, and of course this would be a one of a kind, also. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So,
there's nothing better than having the original art in your hand.
Right.
It says, you know, it's just like there's nothing better than having a page that was actually printed. You know, and then you get it and you have it for good, and people, you know, collect those types of pages.
Yeah. We've done some giveaways, and people have gotten some art from us, well, not from us, from Jay and Nick. I don't draw anything, so
you'd be happy.
Yeah. I mean, I could, like I said, I could draw. I try, but Nick says I draw like what, a third grade level, maybe less than that.
Oh, that's right.
I think I was a little bit more descriptive, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Let's just say that.
Let's just say I wasn't nice.
Yeah, let's just say. Let's say you were nice. It looks good for a third grader.
That backhanded compliment.
Yeah, backhanded compliment, but it's cool. I mean, again, what's Rich doing? Just wandering around.
It's pizza time.
It's about pizza time, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm right back.
The cool thing is, you people watching get a little insight into our lives a little bit. You know, you can hear my daughter talking in the background. I'm sure Nick's daughter's going to pop in any second.
Yeah, and I'm in my jammies getting pizza.
It's bound to happen, sir. Bound to happen.
Yeah. So, Nick, do we want to go over some of the goals on the Kickstarter, or some of the?
Yeah, it's just man, this thing's already kind of climbing. We're already at $93. That's awesome. Big spender too. Big spender. Okay, we'll get into this right now. We have a lot. I think we have like 16 or 17 pledge goals or pledge rewards. Of varying amounts, you know, depending on how deep your pockets go. And you also have just to make a pledge without reward, which is also cool. Every little bit helps to get the project off the ground. Let's get into it. So you got the $1 pledge, which gives you a thank you on all of our social media accounts. Not just some generic, I type it in a post. It'll look nice. Your natural designed piece with, you know, a custom Bengali giving you a thank you. That'll be listed on all of our social media.
Where's that wind coming from?
That's what I was just wondering.
God, is it me?
Yeah, it may be Rich has that door open. It could be that.
Oh yeah, it could be that too. Cameron Wilson said, "Pizza is life."
Pizza is life. I want pizza.
Life. Nigel Flood just pledged. Thank you, Nigel. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Nigel.
Spender, I think you're the big spender here.
Well, if he is the big spender, he's going to be getting our 8-page bridge comic that I'm writing.
Spender.
War drums.
War drums, yeah.
What it
Is it drums or drum?
Drums.
War drums.
With an S.
An S.
War drums. Like beating a war drum. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so back into
My
the
favorite drum right now. It's a sausage pizza.
so many comments.
Get it.
So many I can make right now.
It's
But
your
I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it clean. I'm going to keep it professional.
Keep it professional.
A slice.
I do want a slice, actually. That looks pretty good.
Let's take a look at that pizza, Rich. Come on.
Yeah, let's get that going
Let's see.
before
Let's
I go
see.
into
Say that.
Show that pie. Come on, Rich. Let's see it. Hold it up.
There
Hold
it
it
is.
up.
Pie.
There it is. In all its
There
glory.
it is. Look at that.
This is a New York pizza.
Oh my god.
I know, right? Oh my
Looks
God,
good.
this is a New York pizza.
Man.
Gotta go to New York. Get that
I
pizza.
deserve it. I deserve it. I've been up for 24 hours drawing everything in the world, and my head's gonna.
You are the James Brown of comics right now.
Ah!
The hardest working man in comicdom
I
right
don't
now.
know about that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I am right now. All I know is that I'm hungry. So, is it okay?
By all
Eat
means,
it.
shout down. This
Do
is
it.
supposed to be a casual setting.
That's why I don't know why we can't say curse words like
You know what? I think that was my own internal rule, but fuck it.
Well, I mean, we're about to raise kids.
Once the first F-bomb's out the window, man, it's all downhill.
I got headphones on, my kids can't hear.
Oh, it's a fucking
Yeah, I think we're kind of a laid back company. Everybody should know by now that we're hardworking people anyway. I mean, most of us have day jobs.
Blue collar, salt of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing comics because it's a passion. I mean, Jay, works in a restaurant. I work at Home Depot, for God's sakes. Nick protects the border, and Renee, I have no clue what he does.
Renee
He
Renee
hands up.
shapes the world's young minds.
Oh God, that sounds
do
bad.
this.
And Rich just draws all day long, and gets these hand cramps where his hand's always like this. It's like, I can't do it today.
I can. Yeah,
I've never heard him say that because someone asked during the live feed, Rich looks like he's asleep. And I'm like, no, he's his head's down. He ain't resting. That's one of the things about him. I mean, the dude's even working while he's working on something else.
You know what I want to ask right now? If anybody's watching us, does anybody want us to come see them at a con? Would anybody come see us at a con? That's what I want to ask.
I wouldn't come see us.
Well, we're in discussions on what cons we're going to hit this next con season 2018. If anybody has any suggestions where they'd like to see our books, because by that time we'll have print copies of Bengali, Transgenesis, and the Cardinal, and maybe one more.
Depending on how late in the con season, we're going to have the Phantom Hawk graphic novel done.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll have plenty of stuff to sell with Apogee T-shirts possibly, and we need to get some Apogee swag out to Rich.
Might have Transgenesis.
Yeah,
number two.
I'm waiting on the invoice from the shirt company.
Yeah, I just heard Jay. What'd you say, Jay?
We might have Transgenesis number 2 ready by the next con season.
I think we will. The script is I'm halfway through. I think it's already going to have the okay. It looks really good so far.
Yeah.
So,
we got $93.
93 bucks. Buy more pizza.
Buy more pizza.
I'm like, I can't buy that much for pizza. I'm not that hungry.
No.
I'll eat this whole pie though.
Oh,
Do it.
You got to do it.
Get it in.
Well, I might get it in right.
So yeah, I mean, we're already rocking and rolling, but yeah, I'm excited. That's one thing I'm really excited about. I got a taste of doing cons in June at MightyCon, which is a smaller con in the St. Louis area, and hopefully.
But it was still a good one.
Oh, we talked about that. What, St. Louis or the MightyCon?
MightyCon.
Man, it was kind of a lowbrow type of con, but so much fun. Great people coming out. I mean,
It's a young con for
It
sure.
was laid back, is what I meant by that. It was
Yeah.
a fun con. There was a lot of good new fans coming in.
What's the best part? Who did we meet and talk to?
I don't know. Who did we talk to? Jay.
Besides Jay.
Chris Claremont. I know.
But we talked to Chris Claremont.
I got to talk to Chris Claremont for about, 45 minutes. I
We
disappeared.
didn't really get to talk to him. He talked at us.
Yeah.
The dude's got amazing stories.
That's Claremont.
The point where we found out his little triggers to get him on a rant, and we go over just to shake his hand like 3 or 4 times, and then we were like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And he'd be like, "Let me tell you about this."
Yeah.
You know, and that would turn into a half-hour, 45-minute conversation while other fans are just glaring at you like, "Hurry up!" It's like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be rude.
Yeah, because I purposely waited for his table to be empty before I went over there, and then I held up the line for almost 45 minutes.
And it wasn't empty very long. It'd be empty in short little bursts.
Yeah.
That's what I remember from.
Yeah, he was not very far from our table. If we're doing MightyCon, we talked about doing a mega table this year because the tables are pretty cheap.
Oh, they're ridiculously cheap for
Yeah.
especially
Like
a good con
Right.
like that, because it was a good con.
Yeah, the good thing I liked about it was cheap to get in. You know, it was a good con. But we talked about having a corner table and then having another table. I was thinking about taking my horror company with us and getting some horror T-shirts out there too, because we're all family.
Yeah, you know it, baby.
That way, Jay can attend a con and not have to look up from his table, or not look up from his drawing. I remember walking around MightyCon looking for Jay's table and I couldn't find him. That's because he was
His head was
drawn.
down. He was working.
Yeah, he was working.
Yeah, I need to work on that.
No, not if you have a buffer there.
Yeah. Like when I used to work cons just by myself at a table, it's tough. And I brought like a portable drawing table, and I'd bring my stool, so it's propped up. I can stand but kind of sit at the same time, and I can still engage with people. You know, because the first time I met Neil Adams, that's what he was doing. He was standing and drawing and talking to like 3 or 4 other people. I was so amazed that he was able to do that.
Yeah. What was that guy?
Brian Atkins.
Yeah, Brian Atkins. Yeah.
He had that stand-up drawing, so he's standing up. He's eye level
With everybody.
with the congoers, and he can draw and engage them at the same time.
Well, I think my hopes with doing the Apogee is we're gonna have multiple people at the table, not just one of us.
Right.
So
I would
we'll
like
do-
to have as much of the team there as possible, even if it's not one of the books that we're, they're on at that current time. Just to have the whole team together, I think is awesome.
Well, we'll have, and I'm sure at South Texas you'll have you, Renee, and I'm sure Dave will make the trip out for that.
I'd love Dave to come out too. I'd love to be able to get you guys out there too.
Yeah.
Let me know which one. Let me know which one where everybody's going to show up. I'll be there.
Awesome.
Well,
For all of us, I think probably somewhere centrally located, kind of like dead center where we can all just kind of.
like C2E2 in Chicago.
That is a great idea. I think C2E2 would be an awesome con to go to.
It's up to you guys. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a trip to Austin or wherever.
Ooh, Austin. Oh, we can do Comic Palooza. We can do Alamo City. Those are all really awesome cons. No, they didn't pay me to say that, but they should cover my booth. But
Well, anytime that we mention a con, they should cover our booth.
yeah, but who the hell are we?
Well, Apogee Comics.
That's right. That's right.
Hey.
We're getting there.
Capitalize on my name within the next few months.
Oh, I'm gonna name drop you all over town.
Yeah, please do so.
All over town.
Please
I
do
know
so.
Rich Ferrata.
I know Rich Ferrata, and you should bring him down here as a guest and also pay for his table, which is awesome.
Yeah, well, if you're going to do that, tell him I'm working for Squared Circle. I'm doing the Hacksaw Jim Duggan bio comic.
I don't know if you're kidding, but I'm still
That
writing
will work.
it. I'm pitching it.
That will work.
Huge wrestling fans down here in South Texas. So
Well, Nick, you know the guy who runs South Texas, don't you?
I do. Ramsey Ramirez, awesome dude. He's got 2 comic book shops down here in the valley, Kaboom Comics. They're fantastic shops. He's a huge comic book fan. He's also a phenomenal artist himself. I'm trying to get him to do something for us. Ramsey, if you're watching. But yeah, he's also a really good con promoter too. He had a horror con that he hadn't done for the last couple of years. The first year that I moved down here, he had a really awesome horror con, and he's going to bring it back. So I'm gonna check it out. I think he's going to bring it back next year. It was just too late for him to put it together this year, but I think 2018 he's going to do it, which would be great for a certain movie that Ray brought me onto, and now we're doing the comic book adaptation for it. But we can't mention names right now, but it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it will be awesome when it's.
Right.
We're going to start doing some horror comics every now and again. Hopefully, some movie properties.
Let's New York Comic Con. Yes, 2018 New York Comic Con is definitely on.
Not till October, but yeah, we have. I mean, we kind of have a list of places we want to do, and C2E2 is one of the major ones. And
Cameron Wilson wants us to come to Cali. The one in
WonderCon.
I was thinking Stockton Con because that one's getting bigger, and it's reasonably priced. WonderCon's gonna not off the table. It costs a lot of money to get a table there. San Diego Con is ridiculous to get a table there.
Yeah, it's impossible.
I love going as an attendee. I won't have a table there because it's just white.
Don't even bother because San Diego Comic Con is not really a Comic Con anymore. It's now all about the movie stars.
That's true.
It really is. It's not even worth it at this point.
WonderCon or what was standard?
Quite yet.
Comic Craze. That one's still about the artists.
What about Emerald City?
Which one?
Emerald City.
Emerald City. Rose City. Those are all good ones. Those are.
I think Jay and I would. We'll take the hit and go to Emerald City. What do you think, Jay?
To Emerald.
Yeah.
If either one of you been to the Seattle area, because you guys.
I'll go to that one.
If you need a guide, you're gonna need a guide in Seattle, which I used to live in Seattle, so.
I got a guy. I got a guy in Seattle.
Oh, you got a guy?
You stay in Texas.
Yeah, sure. You probably keep me away from the Emerald City.
Wouldn't mind going to Denver too. They seem like they got a good one.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
I've heard things about that too. I've got a good friend that lives out there too.
The Phoenix Comic Con I really want to go to. That and I have friends in Phoenix, so hopefully I don't have to go to a hotel room. I can crash in a garage or something.
That's the thing about Rich. If you want to come out to the St. Louis Mighty Con with us, you can crash at my house.
When is it?
It's in June.
Next year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna need a huge booth, Nick. We're gonna need like a massive booth.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to blow like $400 on tables, Morty. $400 on all of them.
I could talk to our friend Jane Bush about joining in and having a table. We'll have a whole block at Mighty Con.
Can I ask you guys something? How many cons are going to be within your regional areas over the next year?
Without Wizard World?
without Wizard World, any of the smaller ones like the 2-day or the 1-day shows.
Mighty Con. Well, Jay, how many Mighty Cons are there? You know. There's like 4 or 5 areas.
4 of them.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
And those aren't too far away.
Madison. There was one in Minnesota too.
Is there one in Des Moines?
Wow.
Des Moines might have been one.
There's one in Kansas City that's later in the year. Like we're gonna miss this year, but maybe next year. That Jay and I could definitely drive to.
Yeah, Kansas City. Actually, Kansas City's got 2 of them now.
Do they?
Yeah, because the partners on the original one, which was what, Planet Comic Con.
Yeah.
They kind of those partners they split up, and one of them still does the Planet Comic Con, and the other one has a Kansas City Comic Con, I think it is, or something like that.
Mm. Yeah, and we could also do anything in Indianapolis. That's really close to me and Jay. Chicago. We're in St. Louis, so anything spread out. Yeah,
there's a cool one in Louisville, Kentucky, Derby City Comic Con.
Oh,
that one's pretty cool.
And some of these smaller ones, they have some of the cheaper prices for tables too, which is great.
Yeah, and if I can get a table at one of those smaller cons or something like that for free, I wonder who would join me at my table.
I mean, if you're coming out this way, definitely Jay and I and Nick is always willing to travel.
I'm good.
I absolutely want to travel. I mean, it's just like I'd love to get the heck out of New York City. I've lived here long enough.
All your life?
Most of it. I did a stint in North Carolina for a little while when I was married, and
I did a dime in North Carolina once.
I did time in North Carolina, 10 years hard labor and or something like that. But
I did a dime.
No, I'm serious. It's like wherever you guys are gonna have a convention or something like that, it doesn't have to be anywhere near me. I mean, I love traveling, especially by train. It's awesome in the world. It really is.
Well, that's an interesting thing about Apogee is we've got a guy in Cali, we've got 3 guys in Texas, and then Jay and I are centrally located. We don't have Rich. You're the East Coast presence of Apogee.
I am. That's right.
So I mean, we're kind of spread out all over the place. I wouldn't mind doing the New York Comic Con next year. I think that'd be awesome.
I'll forward you the email of the guy who puts it, who takes care of all the tables and everything. We'll give you the information. Because they're not, obviously the con is going on right now. And
so we can't get a table for this weekend?
Oh, God.
Nah.
I think we're SOL on that one.
Well, I don't be SOL for 2018. You got to see if we can do it.
Yeah.
If I'm connected, God, if I'm connected with it, and you know, you have a better chance.
Well, we need to try to. I still think one of the bigger ones anymore is C2E2. I think we need to get up to Chicago.
That's actually a fantastic idea.
I've only been to the airport in Chicago, just kind of like New York. I've only been to the airport. And I would like to see more of the city and hopefully not get shot.
C2E2 is an awesome con. So
Chicago's a cool city.
It is. Chicago's a cool city. The con is a good con. It's just to me, it just seems like a smart choice. I don't know.
You don't want to get shot, just stay out of the south side, from what I understand.
You're not going to get shot.
I've been there several times. I've never had any problem with any kind of violence or anything.
What? Yeah. So yeah, we look to hit the con circuit kind of hard next year. Even we're not too big for the small cons. Obviously, I like the smaller cons.
Yeah.
So.
More personable. Find the real fans
that's
there.
What I was asking before. I mean, how many of the smaller cons are around you guys up until the next year with the larger ones? That's how you build your audience.
You're right, and I think
that's how you build your audience. If you spend a little bit for a table or something like that, or you talk yourself up with the clout, and if I'm there, I mean, it's only going to add to it. Especially after I'm about to finish the first issue of the Hacksaw Jim Duggan comic book, and I'm not saying it's going to propel me, but it's going to make me more. It's going to make more people aware of what I'm doing, as well as Apogee and everything.
Right.
I'm telling you guys just to exploit me as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. I don't care.
Brian Hawkins. All right.
If I can benefit, if I can help you guys, or if we help each other. This is what teamwork is all about.
Absolutely.
It's in the world.
What were you saying about Brian Hawkins?
He's just commented on our live show.
Brian.
Oh, nice.
He's
he just
great writer
too.
Oh, right.
He's the guy that I'd like to have write for us eventually.
Dude,
Yeah.
America's Kingdom, that book that he writes.
Yeah.
That is a good book. It was one of those projects. It showed up on my Kickstarter. I got an alert on there because we're friends on Facebook, and then it's like, oh man, I started looking at it. I said, man, that's such a really cool concept, like that alternative history.
You're right. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, man, shut up and take my money. Here you go.
I'm always in for stuff like that.
I love stuff like that. I
think I missed that Kickstarter.
Good stuff too. He's who the hell does he work for?
I'm still relatively new to Kickstarter myself.
I think he's done stuff for Powersverse too.
Yeah, Powerverse.
Powerverse. Yeah. So, I mean, he's all over the place, and he's a phenomenal writer. He's probably one of my top 10 favorite indie writers. That's putting stuff out right now. Marcel Dupree's another good one. He does that Delilah Blast.
Yeah.
That's another good one. The artwork's phenomenal. There's a lot of talented guys in the indie scene. I don't know why these guys aren't working for the big two, or maybe they don't want to because of the stories they get to tell on the indie scene, which is great.
I have a little bit of insight on that.
I would love to hear your insight as.
Okay. For one thing, especially when it comes to the art and then the writing, don't bother sending samples in the Marvel. Don't bother, and I'll tell you why. Because they look for people. They send people out to go all over the place.
Right.
Like headhunters?
Yeah. They go all over the planet. There's a bunch of people who have representatives going all over the planet looking for artists. And they do that, and the writers also, and whatever awards there is, or if there's a story that all of a sudden is the flavor of the month, they look at it, or if an editor just happens to pick up a copy of someone who's just trying to get his stuff out. It really is like that. You know, I mean, for me, it's like if you work for the big two or the big three or wherever they are at this point or something like that, you know, and you bring. I mean, I hope no one brings any properties anywhere, because those things will get snatched up like immediately. You know, I mean, if you're gonna do a story or something like that, let them find you, but stay in the independent circuit as well, because that really is the best place to be, in my opinion.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It is, because you
It's most creative stuff.
can do anything. You're not ruled by Disney.
The House of Mouse.
The House of Mouse. You're not ruled by what Disney.
Sell out to Disney, but no, I'm kidding. I don't think I'd sell out. I like what we're doing here. I like the work. I like the work of the majority of indie creators out there right now.
Well, if anybody ever gets a chance to work for the big two, you know, do it, because whatever it is, it's name recognition. You're not selling out anything. I mean, the only time you're ever selling out is if
I'll work for them. I'm just talking about, like, if they ever approached Apogee and were like, "Hey, we want to buy you and all your properties."
Oh wow.
When do they throw on the table? But I don't know. I like the work we do. I like the talent that we have, and if you had that sort of corporate entity in control of things, I think it would water down, dilute, or even just outright bastardize the creations that we have.
Well, there's sometimes, I mean, there's a strategy when a corporation is interested in some sort of entity. They buy it, but then they suppress it, and then they dissolve it after a little while, and they render it inert. Not because they can't do anything with it, because they know what it can do to them.
Right.
Yeah, you have to think, these guys think about 6 ways to Sunday, these guys. So.
Well, we're already at 138 funded.
Are we?
Yep. Let's take a look. Well, I mean, let's talk about these rewards more. I mean, we talked about the dollar reward. You have the basic, which is the thank you reward. You know, you get a thank you on our social media. You have the basic digital, which is you're going to receive a digital copy of Bengali 1 and thank you in the digital comic and on our social media pages. Moving on to the Apogee Digital Starter Bundle. And with this reward, you're going to receive a digital copy of Bengali 1 and a digital copy of Transgenesis #1, and then the thank you previous rewards. Thank you. The thank you. Thank you. And then we have the Jesse, which is $10. You'll receive a print copy of Bengali 1 and all previous rewards, which includes the thank you and the Jesse Vasquez.
Was that a backhanded reward for me?
Yes, absolutely. I tried to keep it subtle. I didn't know if it was going to come through or not.
It did right away when I saw it.
What if the little insider information here for everybody that's watching at home, all 2 of you, there was a big, I wouldn't say a controversy or debate or argument, but there was definitely a lot of back and forth of what the first name was going to be. Vasquez was already established. His last name was already established, but we went round and round of what the hell his first name was going to be. Was it going to be Riley? Was it going to be Jesse? Was it going to be Benny? What were some of the other ones that were thrown around? Benny, yeah, because I was thinking like the Sandlot, you know, Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Well, I was thinking Benny from Total Recall.
Or Benny from Total Recall, or I mean, there's a lot of lovable Benny characters out there.
Bengali is based out of San Diego, and there's that, you know, Benito Santiago, the catcher. That's where I got it from. But also Bengali, we call him Ben all the time. And Benny kind of ties together. But you guys decided to go with Jesse.
I don't mind the name. I know Jesse in film and TV usually is, would you call it a bitch character?
Yeah.
Kind of a punk.
So the name just, I know it's
I said the word bitch. I dropped an F-bomb a little while ago, so all bets are off now.
It just kind of makes me like, ugh, Jesse. Jesse's a turd name, but, you know.
Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
Why wouldn't we?
Well, I'm just asking. I wasn't too sure if this was going to be a PG-13 thing like WWF now.
No, I mean, we're not showing like titties or nothing, so I guess we're good there. We don't want to get shut down by Facebook.
The thing I want to stress when we do cuss, we are professional.
Yes, we are.
But at the same time, we're also human beings. So,
yeah.
And
this is a more relaxed setting for, not like when I'm doing the live feeds where even when ink spills all over what I'm inking, and I try not to drop an F-bomb there. I try to keep that a little bit more professional. But I kind of think of this as like a green room, like you're in our house backstage. We're all chilling. It's just going to be real straight talk around here.
Straight talk only in here, guys.
Straight talk only here, guys. Little Nightmare on Elm Street 3 reference for y'all that didn't pick up on that.
Nope.
Not Warriors.
No, mine.
I did not do it. It is bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Hi, Mark. Tell me no one knows what that line is from.
Do we still have people watching?
And if you do, drop it in the comment section below.
Drop in the comment section below if anybody wants to say.
Not nothing, but we just like to do random trivia. All right, moving on. We just finished the Jesse. Now we're into the Alpha and Omega, the $20 pledge. You're going to receive print editions of Bengali 1, Transgenesis 1, and then all the previous rewards. And here's where we get a little more fun. Start getting into the print starter bundle for $30. That gets you a copy of Bengali, physical copy of Bengali 1, Transgenesis 1, and then the standard print, which is going to be posted in tomorrow's update that we're giving away. We're not giving away, but it comes with that pledge. Then we're going to jump into the Domingo, which is for $35. That's a print copy of Bengali 1 and Transgenesis 1, the standard print, a custom sketch card that'll ship anywhere in the world. Where'd the early bird go?
I don't know.
So weird because there was an early bird on there. I might have That's so weird because it was in there during the rewards. Okay, there's going to be an early bird starting tonight. And that's going to get you some really cool stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know why it didn't get added on here, so that's really weird. Moving on to the $50 reward, the Apogee Universe bundle. That gets you Bengali 1, Transgenesis 1, 2 more Apogee titles, a thank you on social media and in print, in the comic, the Bengali comic, and then you're going to get the standard print. For $75, that one we're calling the Bengali. You get Bengali 1, Transgenesis 1, 2 more Apogee titles, a print, social media, and print thank you, and an Apogee Bengali logo T-shirt. So it'll be the Apogee logo with Bengali inserted into the egg. And then the Emissary, which, God, I hope I spelled that right. For the $100 or more, you get Bengali 1, Transgenesis 1, 2 more Apogee titles, a print, social media and print thank you, an Apogee Bengali logo T-shirt, and 1 original page from Bengali. And there's only 5 of those. Let's see here. Then for $150 or more, the beginning of the end is what we call it. You get Bengali 1, Transgenesis 1, 2 more Apogee titles, a print, social media and print thank you, Apogee Bengali logo T-shirt, original page from Bengali number 1, and the Mask of Bengali.
Yeah.
And there's 5 of those. And then for $250 or more, you get the Void option 1. We have 2 options for the $250 Void. You get Bengali, Transgenesis, 2 more Apogee titles, a print, social media, print thank you, Apogee Bengali logo T-shirt, 1 original page from Bengali, the Mask of Bengali, a pin-up, and a Funko Pop. And there's 5 of those. Void option 2, it's almost identical to the Void option 1, where instead of the Funko Pop, you get a mini Bengali replica mask for the state. We don't know if it's going to light up or not. We're trying to get it to light up. And there's 5 of those. And then,
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome
yeah,
if it does.
I'm going to have one just for myself. It's going to go on my wall of cool.
I'm gonna try to get myself one too.
And then the final pledge that you can make is for 500 or more. We call that one the Wrath of Bengali. You get Bengali 1, Change Genesis 1, 2 more Apogee titles. A print, social media and print, thank you. The Apogee Bengali logo t-shirt, original page from Bengali 1, Mask of Bengali, pin-up, Bengali mini replica mask with stand, a Funko Pop, and 1 6-inch custom-made Bengali action.
That is awesome.
And there's 2 of those. So hopefully somebody jumps in on that. I might back it myself just so I can, you know.
Actually, I think I might join you and back into myself too. 'Cause that sounds real good.
The only 2 people that back it are the creators of the video.
When I finish the issue, who do I send the artwork to?
You can mail it to me.
That's the whole issue. I don't need it.
Yeah, just send all the pages to me, Morty.
I don't know. You seem really.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Oh
jeez,
jeez.
man. Oh, man.
Oh.
Like, I want you to pack up all your shit and get it together. And then just get it all together, all your shit. I love that show. You got to be a fan of Rick and Morty. I don't know.
Yeah, it must be.
You got it. It's adult humor at its finest. It's got so many smart, intelligent jokes.
It is the greatest show ever.
I have to agree. It's right.
Yes.
It's probably my favorite animated show right now. So, well, is there anything else you want to talk about? We discussed rewards.
Words.
We have 3 people watching. Hey, people watching at home, do you have any questions for myself, Renee, Rich, Jay, Ray, any of the crew here at Apogee? Future titles, things that we're working on. I mean, this is supposed to be focused mainly on Bengali, but let's talk about the whole Apogee universe. Let's talk about the work.
We get a little echo there.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from.
Well, I like how we got Transgenesis, which is set slightly in the future, and we're starting that now. We're getting that timeline started, but then we also got Bengali now getting started, which is the precursor to Transgenesis. So you're gonna, and then I can't wait till we get to the point where these 2 timelines meet up in the middle.
Right.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
It's gonna be real great, actually. Yeah, it's gonna.
I got to give a lot of credit to Ray and Jay on that. They put a lot of brain power into making these 2 universes connect. So thank you guys for doing that. That was a very tough nut to crack, and I think you guys cracked it wonderful. I'm looking forward to it.
Which makes Bengali and the cardinal linchpins for tying these 2 timelines in together.
Right.
Nice of Salvation.
I'm wearing my Cardinal shirt now, actually. You got to check out the Cardinal shirt.
Oh yeah.
That'll be the next Kickstarter after this one. Just, you know, FYI, insider information. So, yeah, it's cool stuff, man. We got a lot of cool stuff coming.
And then on the one of the rewards for Bengali, the war drums.
Yep.
That's going to feature what, art from you, Rich, and myself? Are all 3 of us working on that, or?
I know you and I are. I don't actually. Hold on. I got a mock-up from Ray. Let's see here. Scrolling through my messages. I think I skipped it. Wait, was it in the Apogee messages, or I don't know. I think it's in Apogee. I'll look. I'll look in our group chat. No, it's not in there either. Crap.
Everything's my fault.
Yeah, you're fired. Just kidding. I need you. No.
No, at least you and I will be having artwork in that.
Right. There. Some stuff will be getting done. Someone, I can hear you. Ray, talk. I think I can hear you. Nope, can't hear you.
Oh, can't hear you now.
Hold on, let me mute you and unmute you. Maybe that'll work. Talk, say something.
Something.
Yeah, I can't hear him. Maybe back out and come back in. Oh, okay, that's what he's doing. All right, cool. Right on, right on, right on. Well, we got 6 backers so far. We got 32 days to go.
Oh yeah, off to a good start.
We're off to a good start. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Let me do the math, Morty. We can keep this momentum going.
Refresh. 6 backers, 130 bucks. Okay.
Are we running out of stuff to talk about?
No. What was I going to say? I do not know. I throw a ball into the air and where it lands. I don't know. Anybody there ask me a question, something, whatever. I'd love to answer it.
Okay. I got Facebook Live open right now, so anybody that asks you a question, I will relay to you.
Please do so. Because I love answering questions. I love engaging all the. I really do love engaging all the people who like the comics that everybody creates and all that stuff. And we're in such a we're in such a small, segmented, almost really inclusive industry and stuff like that. But it's also growing at exponential rates. And for me, I don't see how we can't do this immediately. I mean,
Right.
I'm not to try and disrespect most other, other studios and everything, and I happen to work for one of the better ones also. But a lot of them aren't all that good.
Brian asks, was there ever a bad Punisher movie?
Yeah, every single one.
The very first one with
Dolph Lundgren?
yeah.
Oh, come on, that's one of my favorites. It's so
So bad.
it's so bad it was good. It's like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh God.
As Marvel type movies. The worst Punisher movie, in my opinion, is Warzone with Ray Stevenson. I thought that was just horrible.
Yeah.
It was almost unwatchable.
Well, yeah, because the guy who played Jigsaw is Dominic West, and he's British.
Yeah.
The guy who played who's his brother? What was his brother's name? Joe something.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on Internet Movie Database.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's Doug Hitchinson or Doug Stevenson or something like that. The guy who married that 16-year-old, impossible.
The guy from Green Mile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the old guy from Green Mile. Now that I look at that and all that stuff, I feel so bad because, I shouldn't complain, but I've been unlucky in love recently. Yeah.
He played Looney Bin Jim.
I look at Doug Hitchinson, and he has that woman with him. My God.
Well, she's of age now, I believe.
She's like 100 years younger than he is.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was born in 1960.
At least more than a century ago.
No, almost.
Well, almost. I can't tell time anymore these days. Oh my God, it's like 57. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Oh jeez.
I'm too old for this.
All right, let's keep those questions coming. I'm gonna be right back.
Uh-oh.
What is up, guys? Hello?
Are we quiet? What's going on?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I can't hear anybody.
You can't hear me, dude?
I can hear one person, but no, everybody else is off.
Rich, can you hear me?
I can,
Rich,
yes.
can you hear me?
I can. What happened?
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I think everything just crashed. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna jet. I gotta go to sleep. I'm tired.
Oh, all right, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired. I really haven't slept at all. So please tell everybody I'm sorry. My not so much my signal went out, but I'm about to fall on my face. All right. I gotta go. Thank you.
Okay, so there's a lot of dead air right now. I got the Kickstarter video playing until you guys figure something out. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh shit, everyone's leaving.
Yeah, I was like, what happened?
Oh no.
I got back. Hello?
Hey, I got the Kickstarter video playing because you guys have a lot of dead air.
Oh, yeah.
Oh crap! What happened?
And a lot of people left.
I went to go get a cup of coffee. They came back and everyone was off the screen.
Yeah,
Oh.
it like went silent.
Are we not live anymore?
No, you guys are live. I had the Kickstarter video playing.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys want to end it after the video, or you guys want to keep going?
I think we're running out of shit to talk about. To tell you the truth.
All right, so I'll end it after this.
Does anybody want to have some closing remarks? I don't know.
Hello?
Well, I guess
Probably should, but so if you got something in mind for closing?
not really. Basically, just to thank you for.
Hold on, here we go. Ready?
All right.
Go.
All right. Just one more time, played the video for you guys. I know this video is probably our hangout or live stream's gone a little long. So we're going to wrap it up right now. We thank everybody that watched. We're going to thank everybody that backed already. That's going to potential back, and everyone's going to watch this later on. So from everybody at Apogee Comics, myself, Ray, Jay, Rich, Renee, our awesome, we'll call him a producer right now, Brian Enright, who's been helping us with all the audio visual stuff for this. Big shout out to him for keeping this thing going. We're just going to say thank you, and like, comment, share. Sharing is caring. We appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
We're huge fans, as you are, I'm sure, fans of ours. So this is Nick signing off, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.